let's take a moment now and give you the floor to invite our viewers and listeners into the world of sound with this great master. Thank you, Z.
Thank you. So I'm just gonna invite everybody to play with me. So let's just take a moment here to just be, and wherever that is like for you. Maybe feeling your back against, the chair, feeling like how cold, warm, or what the temperature is, right on your skin, like maybe your arms or your feet. Yeah. What's the inner noise, if there is any, right? Like, what kind of rhythm does it have? And again, we're not going to change anything. We just want to bring awareness to it. All of it is welcome, just as it is. And as we do that, you're welcome to have your eyes open, to have your eyes closed, wherever you prefer. And gently, I'm going to invite you to maybe use your right hand and just get it closer to your heart. We're not going to do anything else with it right now. And we're just going to imagine or feel into what it would be like to touch a lover's face for the first time or a baby's face for the first time. I mean, I already just get shivers just feeling into that. And gently bring your hands and fingers and kind of just touching maybe right at your chin. Like it's very light touch. You know what that feels like? And you can like run along your hand through your face and maybe your chin. It's a very light touch. What happens in the rest of your body? Is this, familiar, not familiar? And maybe bring it by your eyebrows and above your eyebrows, right? So we're kind of engaging here some of the parasympathetic with touch and skin and the awareness, right? Yeah. And then we're going to invite the sound just S, a continuation of S. And as we invite that, we'll do it together 3 times. We'll make the S sound at the exhale as much as you want to, but not too much, and allow the pause and the breath to come naturally. And we'll do it 2 more times. And really, the invitation here is to be curious. Where do I feel that? Is it in the back of my throat? Is it in my heart? Actually, is it in my calves? So let's do it together. Let's just rest here. Notice how is what's the temperature like in your midsection, right? Right by your heart, to your stomach. How does your little toe feel? Yeah. And again, no right or wrong. Just some curiosity. And we'll let that settle for a bit here. And when you're ready, in your own time, before we do this, I'm just going to explain it because you may not hear me afterwards. We're going to move both hands, the palms of the hands, and we're going to put them against the ear. Enough to give a little bit of a squeeze, right? And to feel the fingers here on the head. And then as you do that, we're going to make the sound E. And it could be any tone, wherever it comes out, just the sound E. Again, same thing. We'll sound the E. We'll pause, allow the natural breath to come in, and then sound again. And we'll do it for 3 times. Now, the invitation, because we are going to be working with actually the ventral vagal, everything that's like ears and eyes and throats. The invitation is to feel, not hear, but feel what the vibration feels like inside your mouth and teeth, and maybe play with it a little bit. And also, where else does it go in the body? Maybe probably the rib cage, the lower part of the rib cage, and allow your awareness to kind of go there. In French, there's a word called effleurer, which means kind of like touch in, but like it's nicely slide in with. So that's what we'll do. We'll just kind of slide with it and see where it goes. You ready? Yeah, as you see, it's very simple, but what's important here is how it's experienced. Yeah. So hands and palms on the ear. And just rest. And notice, what does the space around you feel like? And I'm gonna get a little bit of water. Is it closer? Is it wider? And what's the quality of the sound or the noise outside of you? What's the inner ribcage space feel like? And what color does it have? If there is any color there. I see Dan smiling a little bit. I wonder what color you have. You can tell me about it later. Yeah. Do you feel further away, closer, inner? And is it a comfortable or an uncomfortable space to be in? Yeah. We'll just give it a couple of seconds before we end with our last kind of tone in here. And with this one, we're going to actually bring in a little bit of movement with our hands or fingers. And again, the same invitation. What's the same? What's different? Is this activating? Is it activating something pleasurable? Is it activating something else that I'm not quite sure about? Is there a noise? Is there frustration? Is there longing? So we're going to work with three things. The E that we just did. Then it'll be yay, like a Y, E. So E, yay. And then he, like H-E-E. So E, yay, he. Right. And at some points, if we don't remember all three, anyone works and wherever it goes to is completely fine. So if you end up with or or like it works just as well. Yeah. So here is the awareness with, again, with the breath, the awareness with the body, the organs, the legs, fascia is the moving part of it, and the cells. And anything that comes up, really, images, sounds, memories. So we'll start with three that we're going to do together. And right after the third one, we're going to continue with probably four more, or until I'll tell you that we were ending. After the three, the invitation is to feel of where the sound wants to go to. So I'll demonstrate. We'll do the and as you do that, there is something in there that wants to either stay with the E more, with the ye more, with the he more, repeat one of them, or do something else. So here is the permission to go where it wants to go. Yeah, this is generally one of the difficult part is that organic feeling into, because generally we want to stay with, right? But this is a permission to go to wherever that sound wants to move to. And we don't have to harmonize here. I know, like we're talking about musicians, and with musicians, we don't need to. And it may sound like a cacophony, but that's okay. Yeah. So we'll start with the three and then go to organic movement where your sound wants to go, staying with yourself and really like feel it into what does it want to do. Yeah. I'll just take a breath. Yeah. And I'm going to add the movements because I haven't added it. Yeah. And if it's too much, forget the movement. But here he goes. So E comes up. It comes from nourishments. So inviting the nourishment from earth and nature. So E, just like, yeah. And then, Joy, you're doing it. And then it's loud out. The ye is opening. I'm opening. I'm opening. And I'm okay. I'm safe right now in this moment. So E, nourishment, ye, opening. And Joy, what would be the last one? Is you receive it. So he is, I can receive. It's okay for me to receive. Yeah. So E comes up, and again, any movement at some point, follow what your heart and body desires to do. This is just the guidance at the beginning, and that's the attunement of what do my arms and fingers want to do. Nourishment, opening, receiving. Let's go for it.
This beautiful statement from our renowned guest. When sound is allowed its dance rather than being controlled, the nervous system shifts from protection into presence. Dan, I thank Douniazed. We are so honored that you're with us today.
Hey everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. Joy and I really appreciate it. Hey, if you're liking our content here, please make sure you like, follow, subscribe on your favorite platform to make sure you, stay up to date with all the latest and greatest we put out here at Energy Diagnostics Podcast.
That's right, Dan. And if you're liking our content, folks, please feel free to share so others may enjoy the benefit of the wisdom our guests are offering.
Thanks so much and be kind to each other out there.